Yo, what is up everybody? I'm super excited to showcase you my new series, which is called How to Climb Out of Lower MMR using X, and we're gonna start it off with Garen. I am going to be playing a game in Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Platinum, and showcase you guys all the core concepts, basic, all the fundamentals, everything I do to start climbing consistently, and the goal is to help you guys structure your own gameplay using these concepts. To add on to that, we're starting off with Garen because Garen is the simplest champion in top lane in my opinion, has everything you want in a beginner champion. The goal is further down the line do almost every top lane champion, and also spread out to other roles like jungle, mid lane, AD carry, and support. That is the goal with this series. The highest liked comment in 48 hours after this video is released will be the champion that I will be doing next. It has to be a top laner, not like Yumi top, a real top laner, and I'll be doing that because I want to make it more interactive with the community. I hope you guys like this new series ideas. I'm going to be making more of it and help all of you to climb using fundamentals. So I hope you guys will enjoy the video. See you guys.
Every move you made, I was watching you.
If you are serious about improving and climbing to your desired league rank, you're in the right place. I've worked on laying out 2 courses that will help you in all aspects to improve. One is about all the fundamentals for the laning phase, and the other one goes in depth on tempo and the mid to late. I've been challenger for 7 years and I can guarantee you that this will massively speed up your process and reaching any goal that you have set in mind. Both courses have a preview video where you can see the style of the videos, so check those out before anything. You can also always join my Discord to check out some reviews. Alright, let's get into the video. Alright guys, let's get into this game now. Again, we're gonna run through everything. We are red side this game. How do you verify that? They have first pick, meaning we are picking very early. They're gonna have the first pick here. We're gonna be picking here. So I'm gonna ask to switch for my support. My mid laner did not want to swap. That's okay. Not gonna ban anything. Looking like people don't really want to swap with the top laner here. Excuse me, I am a top laner. I deserve my last pick. What is this? People are not really keen to give on their picks, but it's okay. Okay, we got third pick, so they have banned Aatrox, so I assume their top laner is here right now. And that would mean that they first pick, my jungler and AD carry would pick, and then they 2 pick, right? So I'll at least be able to see 3 champions of theirs before I make my decision. And as a top laner, you always want to try and put yourself in a position in the draft where you can see as many champions before deciding on your pick, simply because as a top laner, right, being counterpicked is, out of any lanes in League of Legends, it's by far the most punishable. Because if you're playing in a lane that is considered the most island or isolated version, there we go, playing against Renekton. So now we see the top laner. So I'm gonna go Conqueror in this matchup, and I'll explain exactly why. I'm gonna go for... I'll try to see what I do here. Now let's rock to this room page, right? So why do we go Conqueror? If we look at this matchup, Renekton, Garen, would I want to look for short trades or would I want to look for extended fights? And I think in this matchup, I can look for extended fights. If I go for face rush, movement speed doesn't really help me in any way, shape, or form in this matchup. Slow resistance also doesn't help me, right? So face rush gives you movement speed and slow resistance. Doesn't help me in anything here against their champions. Conqueror gives me extra damage, gives me extra healing, and kind of allows me to skirmish with the Renekton. Now, for the second tree, I'm gonna stick to Alacrity here because I'm at W anyways, and I don't think they have too much. You see, Sona ult, Renekton W, Viego W, and Jinx E. I can outplay so much. The only point clicks you see is Renekton W, so I'm gonna stick with Alacrity. Double Adaptive and Scaling Health. Second tree, you could go Sorcery with the Nimbus and the Celerity, but I'd like to go for Bone Plating and Demolish, again, because this is going to allow me to skirmish a little bit more accordingly with the Renekton. Now, we're gonna talk about the 2v2 top side and my goals heading into this laning phase once we are here in the loading screen, so that I can scout the Renekton setup and kind of walk you through the ideas or the stuff that I'm seeing, right? So here, first things that I notice is that this Renekton is playing with Flash TP. He's playing Conqueror Resolve, very standard setup, but no Ignite, right? I have the Ignite advantage, he has the TP advantage. That's one thing to always keep in the back of your mind. Looking at the junglers, they have a Viego, we have a Shyvana. Shyvana is one of the weakest early game junglers, doesn't really want to skirmish, and has no gank setup, right? So she wants her level 6 form before she can gank. Really, or let's say before she can gank with a bit more ease. She could gank pre-6, but in the general sense, her ganking is pretty weak. Whereas the Viego, I would say in a 2v2, they are definitely pretty strong. So that's one thing I gotta be wary of. I am gonna go for D-Shoot, simply to have the sustain. I'll have the sustain through passive, I'll have the sustain through D-Shoot, and Renekton has the sustain through his Q healing and stuff like that, right? So we both have sustain in this matchup. That's one thing to, of course, keep in mind. Now, I don't want to follow here. Actually, we could follow. I think we're way stronger in the early game, so I am going to follow here. But Shyvana's AFK, so I'm gonna ping away. I'm gonna go top lane. I don't think we should walk S4. And that's also because I just want to get my ward down in the early game here. Take a sip of water. So here, fighting before level 6, I think is tricky because their jungler is stronger than my jungler, right? But after level 6, it doesn't necessarily get too much easier because Renekton spikes super hard at level 6. So this game, I will outskill their top side, but in the early game, it can be a little bit tricky. Okay? And so I want to look for a ward. This ward really doesn't do anything, but we have a ward here. So technically, I don't have to ward for the Renekton or for the Viego start, but I'm still going to do it just to have this process of elimination so I know exactly where it's starting. It looks like Shyvana is starting rep buff, which I think is fine. But what this means is that Shyvana is going to do like rep buff, golems, raptors, and path into bot. And that means that we are weak-sided. Weak-sided meaning pathing away from us. In the first waves, I will not have a jungler to play around. And now we need to scout where the Viego is starting. Okay, so here the Viego is pathing to top. So this is now full weak side, not neutral. But Shyvana is going into bot, and Viego is coming into top. So I have to be wary for him. Now I am gonna look to go for E-start and see if I can maybe cheese the Renekton a little bit by going for Conqueror E-start, which is something a lot of players don't expect. I don't see Renekton in the lane, so I'm going to start pushing. And the reason I do this, he's going a D-Blade, that's another thing I check, right? And the reason I start hitting the wave is because if I get my priority and I get my level 2 first, I will always be stronger than my opponent, right? So I'm gonna look for last hit. Last hit is your foundation, so hyper focus on last hit and get good at this. There we go. Now I need one caster and one melee to get my level 2, so I'm gonna start hitting the melee me in here a little bit. Gonna be careful for him, don't want to trade too much. Now he's walking up, but look, I'm gonna E here, get my level up, stack E, get all the Conqueror stacks, and then auto Q to get the maximum out of the trade. Always auto Q. So here, it's just very simple. I used my E for AoE, that killed the minions, that gave me my level up, and then I was able to get an amazing trade because he was still level 1. That's what priority does for you. Now remember, Viego's pathing top, and Shyvana's pathing to bot. So I'm going to look to crash this wave here, because I don't want to be caught up by a Viego pathing into top here, and we know this because of the early game scouting, so I'm going to avoid trading with him here. I'm just going to look to push the wave in, and we can spot the Viego maybe in his jungle, something like this, and we're doing a third wave crash here, simply because we are on the weak side. Okay, I lose a little bit of last attack, but it's okay. Looks like Botlet is fighting, nothing we can do about that. And Renekton, this wave will bounce back into me, so this gives me an opportunity to see if the Viego's maybe already here. He's not. Oh, he is here. So maybe I can get him off it. He has 12, he has level 2. I don't know how that happened. He should be level 3. Check if Renekton is coming. He is here. He is 50 Fury, so that's one thing to keep in mind. I haven't lost any XP, and I want to use my W on his W here. Or his Q. So, okay. Gotta use my W here. I thought he would hit me. Oh, the Viego's looking to gank. Wow, this is a little bit of a weird gank. You're level 2, buddy. What are you gonna do? You do your buffs. Okay, so this is one thing I didn't talk about for this matchup, but we of course want to try and figure out where do I want to use my W in this matchup. It's either on his W or his empowered Q, right? Because that's his most damage. Now, I get my level 4 here. I'm going to max my E because I want extended fights. He is still level 3, so I can look for the trade here. Viego is presumably on his blue buff right now. This guy has no potion left. This wave is pushing into me. That means Renekton is forced to walk up for last hits. He has no Fury. I can do a trade here. Just the Q though, not auto Q, because, oh, I use my W there on his W. Either way, I'm gonna thin out the wave here a little bit, but not too much. He has no E. 12 Conqueror stacks, another Q, alt attack, and now Renekton should base and TP back, but the wave is pushing into me, so it maybe doesn't want to recall, but he should be recalling and TPing back right now, so that he can play out this bounce. If he does not, I have kill window or kill pressure on him right here. And I'm going to only last it so that this wave keeps pushing into me, because as long as this wave is pushing into me, Renekton is forced to walk up for last hit, and if he's forced to walk up for last hit, that's how I can set up my kills, right? Set up your kills through the waves, not kills into the wave. So I'm gonna wait for him to walk for the scatter minion. Come on, buddy, you want it. He doesn't want it. One cast is gonna give him level 5, he's in the XP range. Oh, he lost some XP. Okay, we're good. Put another point in Q in E. I'm waiting to try to see if I can maybe bait out his E as well. Okay, Viego's here. He's level 4. That's the one thing I instantly check. W on this W. E. Oh, I Q'd Viego on accident. Else I had a kill on the Renekton. I accidentally Q'd the Viego. But he has no E right now. I have 12 Conqueror stacks. So I can actually 2v1 them. 12 Conqueror stacks still. He's flash. So I'm going to E. And he has his flash as well. Now, chat, this is super important. Insta recall here. Actually, no, I'm not going to insta recall. I think I can actually push this out. Renekton will TP back. But I can push this out because I have 3 points in E. And that's the Garen wave clear combo. And now a recall. And amazing early start here. So, multiple things that happen here. We consciously... Oh, is he going to freeze the wave here? Okay, now I'm actually going to stay. This is a smart decision by the Renekton. I see his items here. That's the first thing you always do when your opponent comes back into lane. Check their items so that you can kind of know how strong they are, I guess. Q him. I want to just get this wave in. I don't want to fight because I have 1500 gold, right? So I just want to recall. I'm WEing him right here. Get the damage reduction and get most of the wave in. 12 Conqueror stacks again. Always keep track of that. I'm just going to push in this wave and look to reset. Because he is stronger than me right now on items and he's about to hit level 6 himself. So I just want to get the wave in and dip. There we go. We get it in. Amazing. Now, multiple things that we did here, right? So we played for the level ups. We did a third wave crash. After that, the wave bounced back into us. We got a good trade, so we was forced to walk up for last hits. We knew exactly where the Viego was at. We were never ever in danger. And now we're in an amazing position. I'm gonna decrease the shop size a little bit. And I think the first item I want to go for is probably Trinity Force, because they are so melee centered. If they have a lot of range champions, I would like to go for Strikebreaker. If they're very melee heavy, I'm going to go for Trinity Force. So here, melee, 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 right? Their bot lane is range, but that doesn't really matter. I can just go for a Trinity Force. All right, so Renekton should look to recall. He had a pink ward when he came back from base, so he probably placed his pink ward in the bush right here. However, I'm going to not go for the pink ward yet. Okay, he is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hard push this wave, and this is going to do two things. It's going to make the wave bounce back into me. It's going to give me tempo to look for the pink ward. And whilst the wave bounces back into me, I will be in a position where I'm not gankable. Okay, we verified that Viego's a dragon. There's the pink ward. That is why you should always press tab when your opponent goes back into lane. And now we're way stronger, right? So now I just want to look for equal health trades or even better. So if he goes here, QE, and get away. That's it. Next QE, he's basically dead. And I'm just going to hard push this wave to put him under pressure. Because I know Viego is here, checking his tab. He is only a Sheen. He's level 5, not level 6 yet. Shyvana is just farming to her level 6, so that's very good. 40 seconds for my ignite, that would guarantee the dive. Remember though, if I silence him, he cannot press ult, right? So if I silence into ult, then he would be dead. I'm gonna play for the demolish proc here, first. Okay, you're letting him use everything. And now I'm gonna auto QE him. Oh, I already got level 7, and I hit the turn. Well, you see, I'm not the best mechanical player either, it's okay though. 20 seconds for my ignite, that's my kill pressure. And here on this wave, I'm not going to hit it, so the wave pushes back into me. And again, this is the same reason that if this wave pushes into me, chat, he is going to be forced. Why do I say chat? YouTube. If the wave is supposed, it's a forcible habit. I'm sorry. If the wave is pushing into me, he's forced to walk up for last hits, and then we can look for kills, right? My ignite is coming back. Q ignite ult would do the job. Unless he ults, he did not ult in time, and he died. There we go, baby. There we go. Now we hard push, so we can get another plate, and then we reset, so we don't lose any tempo. His ult was just a little bit too late. I think he noticed it too late. And same thing here, right? Make the wave push back into us, and that's how you set up your kills. A lot of people there would basically autopilot keep pushing the waves, but the only reason we killed him here is because we made the wave push back into us, forcing the Renekton to walk up for last hits, and that's how we set up our kills. So again, chat, YouTube, sorry. If you want to get your kills, set up waves into kills, not kills into wave. Very important. Let's keep it going. Alright. Actually, I don't think I should have purchased this. I should have went Phage because it gives me movement speed, but it's alright. We're in an amazing position. So checking tab here. And again, make this a habit, right? Every time your opponent goes back into lane, press tab, see how strong they are. He went for Tabis and a longsword. So realistically, I need about 1.2k gold for my item, but he only has spent 300 gold towards his item, right? So he needs around 2.5k to 3k gold for his first item. So right now, if I even just stay even and only push for waves and take plates, I will have already outskilled him completely, right? So I'm just gonna hard push this wave. I have no ignite, I have no ult. So why would I look for trades if I can just push in this wave, make it bounce back into me, and avoid fighting? Because I am already so far ahead. Doesn't mean I should play super safe, but it means I shouldn't look for any risks. Also, I have a massive shutdown, right? So now I can just get this in, scout for the Viego. The wave will push back into me. There's the Viego. Just annoying this guy a little bit will already do pretty good job for my jungler too. Give him more space. The Scuttle in the river is respawning, so I'm just gonna chunk him. And he was typing to somebody, maybe scrolling on Facebook, maybe buying some bit. I don't know what the guy was doing, but he's dead. And now we can take this too. Amazing position. That was just pure luck. Alois, why you kill AFK person? I'm ruthless, okay? Let's keep it going. And now, the reset I want to play for is 1.3k gold. I need to get 500 gold ranked. It's been freezing this, which is pretty good decision by him. And I'm just going to hard push this wave, look for a plate, and maybe proxy, and then set up my reset. So this wave, Canamians waves give around 200 gold. I use my W during the push as well. So that's 200 gold. Now I want a plate. Proxy next wave, I lose nothing, I get tempo, and then I get my recall. So I don't want to kill this Renekton. I would never have to kill this guy anymore to kill this, or to win this game. Right? I genuinely don't have to kill him. I'm already so far ahead, and this Renekton can never get back close to the gold amount that I have in the game right now, as long as I keep using my tempo accordingly. You see here, this gives me my item effectively, right? Normal wave 100 gold, cannon wave 200 gold, plate 125 gold, quick maths, boom. We have our item perfectly. Now, again, what is so important to understand in these scenarios is, remember when I said I need 1.2k gold for my item and Renekton needs 3k gold, I am already ahead. And that puts me in a position that, theoretically, I am always going to be first on the wave and I can find jungle camps fast and I can get third plates. Renekton doesn't have that. So what I have to do this game is basically avoid dying, and I can expand my lead exponentially by just never dying. The only way this Renekton gets back in the game is if I die and I give him my shutdown. If that does not happen, I should always get more farm. I should be able to play for plates. If he makes a mistake, of course I will kill him. But there are so many ways to get gold in League of Legends besides kills. 14 CS is already a kill. So I'm not going to look to play for kills this game. I'm going to look for turrets, side waves, jungle camps, all that stuff. I shouldn't greed here, back off. He only has a Cold Feuds. I have a full Trinity Force now. So I'm just gonna hard push this wave and just to kill the turret. I don't have to kill this Renekton anymore ever this game. I'm already super far ahead. And that's super important to understand. Alright, so I'm gonna try and bait here. Get the turret. Oh, either way. It's all good. And I'm gonna hard push this wave. Grubs are respawning in 40 seconds. I want to look to just farm jungle camps now too, because let's say I take this Gromp, right? I get stronger myself, but I also make the Viego weaker because he gets less jungle camps. Here I can trade. And perfect. And now we just get away. I don't have to kill this guy. Viego is here going into bot side. Still has 52 CS, so this should be up. The reason I knew this is because last time I killed the Viego right here, he also had around 52 CS. So now I knew this camp was up. And again, taking this denies the Viego, but also makes me stronger. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna be level 11, so I could actually one-shot this guy now. I'm gonna take the side wave and then go for this, and then maybe go for that as well. So you see here, I'm not looking for kills, just looking to expand my lead. Everybody can do this. Everybody can do this. You just gotta know where to go on the map when, and then you're good. I'm level 11 here, so you should be careful. 6 Conquer stacks. Level 11 ultimate. Remember, extra. Oh, I gotta be careful. He has. I gotta ignite to keep 12 Conquer stacks, and because I have 12 Conquer stacks, I can actually pretty much one-shot him. Now, this was quick adaptation on the fly. If you look back, you saw I have 12 Conquer stacks and they were about to run out. But every point of damage that you do gives... Oh, I almost died. Every point of damage that you do gives you Conquer stacks. So that could be an auto attack, an ability, but also ignite. And so I ignited there to keep my higher AD because of the Conqueror. And that's why I had so much damage there to one-shot him all in one go. I'm just gonna stay on the map for a little bit because I want to try and get my full item on the reset. Gonna look for the scuttle here. And tier 2 turrets, guys, is what gives the most gold in the game out of any objective. Tier 2 turrets give 700 gold. So if I can secure this tier 2 turret before I'd go bot, that would be the best case scenario for me, because that means I never have to go topside again. And I'm considering going for Strike Breaker here. I really like the Strike Breaker Trinity Force combo. You'll just have full damage, full wave clear, everything. So I'm gonna push this in. I can look for the grubs, but Herald is about to spawn in 20 seconds. So by the time I'm starting the grubs, the Herald would spawn and the grubs would despawn. So it is a little bit senseless to look for this. I never even talked about this, but I might sweep it out of habit after I get my first item to deny them vision. And because I don't need that much vision myself, I just deny them vision. Okay, we push this wave. And I will recall right now because I shouldn't be greeding. Another important mindset that I have. Remember when I said I don't have to kill this Renekton ever anymore because he is already out of the game, right? We talked about this, and I'm showcasing you that. But what is their win condition right now? Well, I would say it's probably their bot lane. Their bot lane is winning against my bot lane. 1-on-1 Jinx, 110 CS, right? So now what I could do is, because I have tempo on top lane, Renekton has to push this wave, and this wave, and maybe even another wave before it reaches my turret. Meaning I have massive tempo over him. I'm going to utilize that tempo to roam into bot. I have flash, Q, ult, ignite, everything. And I want to try and maybe get a kill here, if possible. That could be on bot, that could be on mid. If I kill mid, we can get the mid tier one. So it looks like mid is maybe more appealing to look for here. So I'm going to go to mid lane instead. He dashed forward, waiting for his flash. Never mind. And now we killed mid. Guess what? That's going to lead into a mid tier 1 turret as well. And now I've killed this guy twice now. And so their top laner is not the win condition, but he already was in the win condition. But now I've also shut down their mid laner. And that is what you should do as a top laner once you have a lead in top. Don't automatically keep going into top. But once you have a lead, killing the 0-3 Renekton and making him 0-4 is not going to change the outcome of this game. Roaming mid here, killing this guy again and getting 2 turrets. Of course, this is a dream scenario. Like, this was amazing. I wanted to go bot lane first, but I adapted to go to mid. Hey, this is IRS collection. But you see here, this is way better for the game than going to top lane again and trying to kill the 0-3 Renekton. Expand your lead. Super important for any top laner. Right. Yeah, this guy just TP top, so I'm gonna go take the shortcut and farm this cannon wave. And somebody is TPing here, but they only have 1 TP, so that's Renington. I'm gonna take the Gromp again. I want to stay top lane for this side wave because it's a cannon wave to maybe try and secure the tier 2 turret. Because if I get the tier 2 turret, like I said, I never have to open up into top lane again. I can just go bot lane for the rest of the game and look to get my resources there from side waves and turrets. They give the most gold. So I'm gonna look for a short trade with the Renington here. Because it would put him in melee range, or in lethal range. Q, E, W. Very simple combo, right? And now I'm gonna just focus on this turret. And once I have my ult... Okay, a little bit of multitasking here. Okay, nice. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. And now we recall, and now we're gonna go into bot. So I'm gonna ping bot. I'm gonna tell my AD carry to go mid. Let me bot. I wanna go bot. My messages aren't working. It's okay. I'm gonna go for Cleaver next. He should go into mid. And the reason I want to be bot lane, chat, is so that I need to stop saying chat. It's a force of habit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna unlearn it, okay? The reason I want to go bot lane, my dear fundamental, my dearest community, is because I want to play for this bot tier 1 turret and the bot tier 2 turret, which is where I can get maximum gold income. I'm not going to get anything from going top lane besides camps and sideways, but in bot lane I can also take turrets. So that's why I want to be bot. Alright, Varus also wants to be bot. And yeah, the lower MMR you are, the less people, I guess, are inclined to listen to you. So I'm just going to go bot and I'm going to proxy the wave away from the Jins because she seems to be isolated here. No, she's not. Alright, I'm going to Q and skibbity dobbity. We can one-shot this turret though. She might feel safe on the turret. I'm just trying to see how they're going to play it. So now they're on the turret, but I can just one-shot it. No, yes I can. I'm griefing. I'm griefing. I would just... I don't have to recall because I'm Garen. This is the best part about Garen, especially in this current meta. Is that there's like almost no sustain in the game in terms... I mean, only Revenant's Hydra, right? Only Revenant's Hydra, but look at this. I just healed back to full. I'm gonna go top lane then, because this Varus is reluctant on leaving bot lane, so I'll just go top. And Dragon is spawning in 40 seconds. We have Nash in 2.5 minutes. So, up at this point, there's still a tier 2 turret that I want to play for, but I can't right now. So I'm just gonna go top lane, push out side waves, play for jungle camps. There's a blue buff here, I'll just grab it, I guess. And, you know, by the time we're top, look, we're almost back to full HP. Which is just the most amazing part about Garen. I absolutely love it, because this is also why I recommend Garen to lower MMR players, right? You're allowed to do so many, like, mistakes, or, like, I guess, misplays, or, like, you know, testing the waters, but you just heal back to full again, so you're gonna be fine. And you have amazing wave clear. You don't really need mechanics to play this champion. It's not like, oh, I mechanically outplayed my opponent pressing Q, E, and ult. And yeah, the only important combo is no auto Q. I want to show you the difference. If you Q auto, it looks like this. So Q, auto. It comes out late. I have high attack speed, so it actually comes out pretty fast. But look how fast the auto Q is. Way faster still, right? I have high attack speed, so the auto attack actually comes up pretty fast. But you'll know the difference when you try it without attack speed. We can play for the tier 2 turret as well, because it gives me a lot of gold, so we're gonna look for that next. The rank is fighting here used ult. I'm just gonna look for this turret, and you saw here that I never really looked to consciously kill this Renington again, right? I just looked to expand my lead by side waves, jungle camps, and turrets. And that's how I got so fat this game. Not by killing the Renington again. Okay, their bot lane is blocking me, unfortunately. I have my cleaver in a second. Do I even need the cleaver? Not really. This guy's no ult. I know that from walking at mid. I'm gonna use my W here. And QE ult. Yeah, I'm just outplaying them, I think. I QE W, and that's it, chat. That's about the depth of my mechanics. I have 12 Conqueror stacks, so I'm not afraid, I think. Am I? No. We have ult still. Save it for this bad boy. GG. And that's how you win your games on Garen. We went Conqueror, we utilized Conqueror, we got our lead, we expanded our lead. That's how you win with Garen, guys. Let's keep it going. We are blue side, as you can see. We are in a final 2 picks. Spreading nothing, because Mama didn't raise no bitch. But that's all good. Let's see what we're playing again. So I don't see any top lane bans in enemy team. I see a Vayne ban. I guess that can be considered as a top laner. So their first pick could be the top laner. But they can always switch around, right? So keep that in mind. But I like to take a look at the ban order so you can kind of guess who is where. Just always do that as a force of habit. Why not? I mean, I'm also fine to just first pick. Give me first pick. I'll take whatever matchup comes my way. I at least secured the Garen. And that's one thing to consider, right? The lower MMR you go, the more often Garen will be picked as well. I said it before, but reminder, Garen is my favorite champion to always recommend to new people to top lane. He just has everything you would want in a simplistic top lane. So we're playing against Gwen here, and you can kind of go Conqueror or Phase Rush against this champion, and I'll explain my thought process on this. So the reason why Phase Rush works against Gwen is if you read this with me, oh, it's canon. Okay, if you read Phase Rush with me together, you see hitting an enemy champion with 3 separate attacks or abilities grants a burst of movement speed. However, with a detailed description, you see that hitting an enemy champion with 3 attacks or separate abilities within 4 seconds grants 15 to 40% movement speed based on level, so it is a little bit weaker in the early game and it skills your movement speed, but, and this is very important, it gives you 75% slow resistance. So if you get exhausted, if Gwen ults you, if Soraka Qs you, any slow that you get during those 4 seconds, 3 seconds rather, yeah, it's 3 seconds duration, I had to verify that, you will not be slowed. You cannot get slowed, you have slow resistance. So here, looking into Ashe, Soraka, Kennen, Amumu, I think Phase Rush is simply the best. Already because it is going to allow me to have the setup with more movement speed, which I think is good because they already have 3 ranged champions, right? Amumu is melee, but they have 3 ranged champions. And then against Kennen, you're just simply gonna go second wind Demolish. I go Demolish every game on Garen because if I ever get tempo, I can get multiple plates. Nimbus very important. We haven't had Nimbus yet. We went 2 Conqueror games. After casting a summoner spell, you gain movement speed that lasts for 2 seconds and you can pass through units. So basically what I can do is I can press Ignite and I gain movement speed to my opponent, so I can use this as a gap closer. Now, to proc Phase Rush, you can do it in multiple ways with Garen. You can do auto Q E. Your E only counts for 1, so even if you spin like 10 times on your opponent, it only counts for 1 proc. You can do auto Q Ignite, Q E Ignite, auto Q ult. There is a lot of ways to proc your Phase Rush. In the past, you had Iron Spike Whip. You don't have Iron Spike Whip anymore, but we get Tiamat in Strike Breaker, so we can utilize that as well. Now, talking about builds and setup, this game, we are playing against the Kennen with Flash TP, First Strike, Domination, and there Amumu is playing, we're playing Briar against Amumu. I would say that Briar is way stronger than Amumu in the jungle. Kennen decides the lane in top lane though, in terms of wave manipulation, simply because he's the stronger laner than me, right? But they have ranged. So into this matchup, I'm gonna be rushing Strike Breaker. Because I can't really get much out of the Sheen value. I can't really trade much with my opponent, so Strike Breaker is way better. Also gives me movement speed, and it procs a slow, so I can slow my opponent. I have more movement speed. You can see why this is good against ranged champions, right? Yeah, absolutely perfect here. Playing it around bronze to silver MMR, so it's all good. We're gonna start with D-Shoot. D-Shoot pretty much every game on Garen. The sustain is simply too good. I have second wind for sustain, I have D-Shoot for sustain, I have my passive for sustain, and I'm going to teach you how to approach ranged matchups, or the mindset that you should have in ranged matchups in general. So again, he has First Strike. If he hits me first, he gets some money, but it doesn't really give him a lot of extra damage. It gives him a bit of extra damage, but not that much. Amumu Briar is stronger than Amumu in the early game skirmishes. After level 6, I do think that top side is very scary because they have Amumu ult and Kennen ult. And the build path that I'm thinking about this game is going to be Strike Breaker Rush for sure. Again, it gives me movement speed, right? And it slows them, so it's absolutely amazing. It gives me a shit ton of wave clear. And then I'll probably follow it up with a Phantom Dancer, and let's see. Now, what you want to do against ranged champions is still look for priority, right? I want to try and always ingrain the habit that if you can get priority, please look for priority. So I don't leash, and I want to get my level 2 first. Now, even though it looks counterintuitive to push against a ranged champion, of course, if they're going to completely full hit you and full arrest you, you can't do this. But a lot of players will either be leashing, are not instantly in the lane, or simply don't know that they can just continuously hit you, right? They're just a little bit scared. If I get priority to the Kennen and I still get my level up timer faster, what happens is, even if I can't trade on the Kennen, I'm able to farm for free, because the Kennen has to focus on last hitting himself instead of being able to harass me, because I'm pushing into him. So I'm going to walk in here and I'm going to get the ward on the golems, so I can scout the Amumu pathing by process of elimination. If he starts rep buff, he's going to go to golems after most of the time, and Eos will see. I'm going to take a sip of water quickly. I'm still going to go Q start. And what I want to do when the wave comes here is I want to insta-auto-Q it to just start pushing. And again, I don't mind pushing here. I just want to get my level ups and be able to farm for free because I'm playing against a ranged champion. If I let the cannon push, he's going to hit level 2 first, and he's going to continue to harass me, and I'm never allowed to walk up for last hit. So now, cannon is going to have to focus on last hitting himself, and that's why I'm able to farm here for free. You see, he's focusing on the minions, exactly as I said, because the minions wave is already getting so big. And now I need 1 minion, and I'm already level 2. So this cannon can't really harass me. We see the Amumu here with the ward, and I just got to do a second wave crash to maybe... Oh, that sucks. To maybe try and make the cannon lose last hits while okay, I lose 2 melee mains. That's 40 gold right there. 3 minions missed. That sucks. I should farm way better, but it's okay. It happens. Right? Last thing is the foundation. Always keep it in mind. But I want to try and make it hard here for the cannon to farm. I can just proc this for fun. And my goal here is to make the cannon lose CS. He's also got a cold start, so not a super aggressive start. And okay, he's got then 7 out of 12. Decent job by him. I'm Momo pathing bolt, Briar pathing bolt, and now I just want to E... or still contest the wave here to get my level 3 faster. So I'm just going to E through the wave right here. Get my level 3. Lost another melee. I'm going to focus a little bit better on the last hitting because we have to. And I'm going to press my... Yeah, he's going to look for me there. Good job, bot lane. I mean, the most important fundamental, of course, is getting the better bot lane. So, oh. Never mind. All good, though. Wave is pushing back into me. I'm going to use my W and E here just to push it back and to manage to maintain priority. Because if I have priority, again, cannon has to focus on last hits and I can focus on my last hits myself too without being permanently harassed. So why we do it for... There we go. I'm going to max my E. And now I'm 20 CS. I've lost 5. Definitely could have done better on that department, right? Didn't do too well. But compared to the cannon, he is on 11. Okay, he's going to get that one, but he's going to miss that one. So he's on 12. He got a first strike gold a little bit, but I'm still 8 CS up. In a range champ, I can auto Q and miss my auto. And the reason why I'm ahead in CS is just because I look for priority, right? Imagine cannon pushed me in. Well, then we'd be in a world of trouble. And he leashed. If I'm cannon, I'm never leashing, right? Never leash. I'm a big, like, I'll tell you right now, never leash. If your jungler is going to flame you or complain, just say, I'm sorry, bro. You call him bro, say, I'm sorry, but I have to start in lane. It's good for me to start in lane. Just tell him that. Always work. I never get flamed. Alright. 9 CS up right now. All I'm looking to do is play for the CS, right? Here I want to try and maybe slow push into hard push so I can set up my reset. Because I'm playing with Ignite and he has TP, right? So I have to set up my reset with tempo. So I'm going to push here as much as I can. And then whilst this wave is walking up, that's the wave I want to crash on. This cannon is going to give me my level 5. He misses Q. He has his powered auto attack. He used that on something else as well. So now I can look to trade with him. He also eat into me. Very beautiful trade. E auto Q, so it procs the phase rush. And I get half his HP there. He's biscuits as well, which is interesting. Oh, I thought that would go on me. So I press my W. I want to use my W on his empowered auto attack with W or on his Q. So that empowered auto attack, you see his thing lights up. But if we're just farming even right here, I'm super happy with this. On next wave, I'll hit my level 6. So if I can maybe put him in kill range for my level 6 here, that would be really good for me. So here I'm going to proc him a little bit. Right, he's going to walk away. And this is good for a trade for me. Oh, the W is a little bit wasted here. On this wave, exactly, I'll hit my level 6, right? This is always the mean that comes in, or the wave that comes into lane at level... minute 5, if you have missed 0 XP, gives you level 6 exactly. So keep that in mind. If he walks up here... Yeah, I don't think we're getting a kill. We have a little bit of tempo, so I'm going to utilize that to get my recall in. He has 60 gold with first strike, but he's down quite a significant amount of CS. He's going to hit level 6 himself here, remember. He also missed 0 XP, right? So I knew it at level 6. We get our tier 2 boots and refillable, and I'm going to walk back. I don't need to be full HP because I have my passive. So here, it's early game, amazing. The foundation is all here. The jungle tracking in the early game, right? Knowing that both junglers were pathing into bot because of the ward. Playing with my level up timers allowed me to get priority and be able to last it for free. And then just last it. So I could have lasted a little bit better this game. And exactly similar to the Fiora game, Cannon should have reset and TP back, but he didn't. So guess what? Now I have a freeze again. And I'm going to fiddle with the Cannon's reset here. So you see that because I've mastered this so hard, I can kind of replicate the same scenarios every game, regardless of the matchup. And now we get a solo bolo. That easy! Set up your kills with waves. Why tomatoes? Oh, a little bit of a lag spike there real quick. Oopsie daisy. All good though. I just teleported, but I'm glad we're still here, because else I would be severely upset. Alright, and now Kenny should TP back, because his wave is pushing into me. So, wave state is good. Solo bolo. He eat in. Alright, he has no flash, but he does have his ult. So now I'm not going to be looking for any trades anymore. I have no ult, I have no flash, I have no ignite. There's no intention for me to ever look for a solo kill right here. He has ult advantage. All I want to do is just be able to farm. Another big reason why I shouldn't be trading is try and figure it out for yourself. Why should I not be trading? Look at the timer of the game. 6 minutes. There's a plant in the river. Don't trade. Look, he has priority. Let's say I lose half my HP. He loses half his HP. He just walks into the river, gets the plant. If he knows how to do it. If he's thinking about it. If he's using fire manos. That would be. Alright, we get this in. He gets first strike. I don't want to give him too much space for that. 17 CS up. We get a kill. All I'm thinking about right now is how would I set up my next reset? Because I want to base. I don't want to continue late lane here. I have 1,000 gold. So if I can get a reset, I'd be very happy. I'm going to slow push this wave. Oh, but Amumu is topside. My Briar is level 5. So I'm assuming Amumu is also still level 5. But he does have 2 assists compared to my jungler having none. Okay, well, there he is. I'm fine though. Press my W. I might not be fine. I might not be fine. Put my potion on. Okay, I definitely should have respected that a lot harder. And I think my W timing was also a little bit too fast. If Amumu was 6, I was dead though. So I'm going to just call myself lucky here. And I'm going to utilize my passive to try and sustain as much as I can. So I'm just going to stand back. If he doesn't hit me, if I stay out of combat, my passive will keep healing me. The second he hits me, my passive goes on cooldown. So I need to stay out of combat for as long as I can to heal. There is a plant in the river that I can play for. And my ultimate has come back from cooldown. So that's some things I can utilize here for myself. So I'm going to actually walk into the river here. Whilst Garen is probably going to try and push this to get the plant. Because I do think about the plant every game. There we go. It could be here, 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 or here. We get a pretty chill position here. And now I'm back to full HP. He has no ult. I do have ult. We are level 8 as well. So now I'm in a fine position, right? And now I want to set up my own reset again. Get his E out. So my job on next wave would probably be to try and hard push it so that I can just set up my own reset. It is a cannon wave, however, so it's not as easy to push. He's gonna Q me. I'm gonna walk away. And my job on this wave is just to try and hard push it. Because if I hard push this, I can set up my own reset, and that's all I want. I'm not looking for kills. I'm already ahead. I'm ahead in CS. I'm ahead because of a solo kill. If I get my reset in here, I can just be super happy. Amumu is bot, so I can actually also look to do an extra thing here to gain tempo over my opponent, which is a proxy. And the reason I proxy here is because Garen is forced to collect the wave here, right? He doesn't have ult, and I know that Amumu is bot, so there's nothing here that is really a threat to me. And if I'm collecting this wave, right, the reason you get tempo from a proxy is because right now, I've already collected the wave and I can recall, but the cannon still needs to collect this wave before he can recall. So I can just recall. I hope cannon blocks the wave. Nice, so I don't lose a plate. And whilst I'm already recalling, I'm about to be in lane, cannon still needs to start channeling his recall, right? So I get a massive tempo lead here. And that is what a proxy will do for you. I'm gonna prioritize. Can I buy it? Okay, I lose a little bit of tempo here. Now cannon has 2 options, recall or stay. I could have maybe saved like 4 extra seconds here, so I could maybe already be walking here. But the idea still stands. Proxy here gave me tempo. And Garen, okay, so he decided to stay, but it's okay because look at the item discrepancy right now, right? Had he recalled, I would have hard pushed this wave and I got him probably 2 plates. So regardless here, I'm super happy because now Garen is stuck in lane with this amount of items, which maybe leads into another solo kill. Or Garen's gonna try and push this and probably look to recall. And I actually want him to recall, so I could cancel him, but I'm actually gonna let him recall. Okay, well he doesn't. If he would have recalled, I would have gotten 2 plates, so that's why I want him to recall. Okay. We're just gonna keep playing with the wave manipulation and stuff like this, and keep forcing ourselves to get further ahead. Alright. Can I walk? Okay, Alt to QE. He has no items. I'm way stronger. I can just hard push waves like this, and I'm not really scared of the cannon anymore because of the item lead. My jungler is bold. I don't see enemy jungler. But I can at least secure 1 plate like this. Omba. And we're gonna keep looking to expand our lead through that. Now, one important thing here is my jungler is bold, but I don't see enemy junglers, so I gotta be a little bit respectful here at least, because by process of elimination, if enemy jungler is not showing bot, it could be likely that the stop grubs are respawning, so I have flash in 20. But the cannon isn't that strong, right? If I get 1 trade onto him, I can maybe set up a full kill window with my level, or with my flash coming back. Ooh, that's a lot of damage actually. He does do a lot of damage, so I've gotta be a little bit more respectful. There's a Scuttle River here maybe. I could be face checking on Amumu, for all I know. Okay. Getting the Scuttle would be pretty good. Okay, wait, never mind. I'm not gonna do this jungle cannon. Oh, the cannon is here, okay. I thought maybe the cannon would have recalled, so then it would be a waste to do the Scuttle, because then I should have pushed the wave and got them plates, right? But he actually didn't recall. Okay, I'm gonna hard push this wave. Get tempo like that, because cannon still has to collect his wave. And then I'm gonna move into river, see if I can get the Scuttle. But I also still think that the Amumu is somewhere here. Okay, I'm gonna try and take this now, because cannon is still in lane. I can't really progress on the cannon, but remember the mindset I told you guys about earlier. If you go even with your opponent, after lane, cannon is not going to be able to farm... Oh, wait, I gotta be careful here, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna just dip. Cannon is not going to be able to farm jungle camps or sidewaves as fast as I am as a Garen after laning phase, right? So even though I'm not getting that fat in lane, I have a solo kill, I have CS lead, I have... Focus here. I'm gonna ignite, auto QE, get my phase rush and run away. Just, I mean, I could have auto Q'd E as well, but I use ignite just so I guaranteed proc the phase rush. And escape. Oh. Fighting here. E here. I'm gonna flash. And we get... Oh! I tried to ult. Ah, that sucks. I had ult. I had 2 opportunities to ult. I pressed it in my... I think I pressed it, but it didn't go through. I'm not sure what happened there. It's a bit criminal, but it's okay. Maybe I should have flashed after him. I also had Nimbus. Yeah, I definitely should have flashed after him. I'm greeting there. I should just flash after him, but... It's okay, I was thinking about plates and... I don't know. I should just flash after him because the kill would... Oh yeah, it would always give me Strike Breaker. That's a really, really, really poor decision by me. It's okay, I'm by no means a perfect player. I make mistakes, but I'm aware of my mistakes so I can learn from it. Next wave is a cannon wave. Remember, cannon waves give 200 gold. How much gold do I need? 200. What do? We proxy Y, get tempo. I'm gonna get my full Strike Breaker, then I will come back to lane with a full Strike Breaker, and I'm gonna try and kill the cannon with my flash advantage, level 11, and then get the full turret. So now, we are slowly scaling and looking to get stronger than the cannon. We're already 10 CS per minute, and this is only going to get better for us, because remember, after laning phase, I can farm jungle camps, I can farm side lanes faster, and cannon cannot. This is an important mindset to always have when you're playing Garen. Alright, chat. Chats! Another... I can't say chat. It's the homies! The bros! We're not streaming, I can't say chat. Alright, so let's take a look at the map here, right? So, their win condition is in mid and bot lane for sure. I'm pretty strong on top. I'm gonna keep going on top until I have this turret, and then I want to look to start expanding my lead. I know Cannon has no flash and only tier 1 boots, I have tier 2 boots. His E is on cooldown now too, so I can probably one-shot him here. Remember, I have Nimbus flash. Slow, auto E. What an outplay, what an outplay. What an outplay. Now I'm gonna walk through this turret because there's nobody here anyways. Yon died mid. I sadly can't get any plates anymore because, well, there's that, but I'm gonna walk through here to get extra tempo, be faster. My minions can instantly walk into the turret range here. And yeah, 2 things there. So I flashed with Nimbus for the extra movement speed after I've used the summoner, right? I put a point in my W on accident. And then I also had the Strike Breaker to slow him. I had the full item on the reset. I had the flash advantage, can have no E. Yeah, very easy kill, right? Now, Herald is up, but it takes a very long time to do Herald solo as a top laner now because of the damage reduction. It didn't used to be like that in the past, but now it is. So I'd rather push this side wave and maybe an additional jungle camp or something. And then we can see what I want to do. The next item I'm going to go for is going to be Phantom Dancer. Because it's going to give me the crit, it's going to give me the extra movement speed, it gives me the extra attack speed, so just an amazing item, good against ranged champions, which is what we're playing against mainly. And then I'm probably going to go for Deadmans, because Yon and Ash are our most fat members. You little pig, you will suffer for that. I'm telling you, you're going to suffer for that, buddy. You think you're him right now, but just wait, you just wait, buddy. You just wait. Right, I'm going to move mid here. Ari has ult level 11, she is maybe looking here as well. I mean, this guy is definitely over... My Ari should stop doing Bear or Dragon and just move here, because this Yon should be dead, but it's okay. If we don't want to move, I'll just take the wave. I think if Ari moved, the Yon was dead, but it's okay. Alright, I get an extra wave for 10 seconds per minute. Cannon's going top, has no flash. I get my ult back, I have Ignite. Ignite gives me movement speed, keep that in mind. And so I'll move top lane here. Yon could be going top as well. I don't know where they're swapping or something. Okay. I definitely beat the Yon, because he has 1 item, but I'm level 12 with Ignite, right? So I can almost 100 to 0 him. Gonna wait for him to Q forward. Okay. Gonna Q. Strike. Oh, or just hit a minion. I'm gonna E strike. W for the damage reduction. And... Worth. Get the cannon. Don't get the cannon. Okay. I mean, I misplayed it there mechanically. I misplayed mechanically on Garen. I just misspaced. Could have dodged that Momo Q. Stuff like this. I think maybe the enchantation was also just too greedy. And it's not really worth it. He had no shutdown. I had a 350 shutdown. My jungler was on bot side. I had no idea where my jungler was at. Just in all regards, this was a bad fight to take. That's okay. Greedy tendencies are bound to happen sometimes, but it's just not good. Okay. Yon is TPing top lane right here, but he doesn't really get anything because he has to push this wave and next wave. Now, I would want to be bot to try and get for the tier 1. But if their bot lane is bot, I don't really think I can progress into them. So I'm gonna move top lane myself here. Not to really get anything myself done, but more so to the... Actually, I was gonna say more so to deny the Yone. But if I go mid lane here, Cannon is recalling, Yone is top, he does get the top lane turret, but I'm gonna get waves here, and I'm also gonna get a mid tier 1, and then I can move into bot lane after. So here I'm actually gonna give him this turret, so that I can get the mid turret, and then I'll move into bot. Okay, never mind, Cannon TPs, that sucks, but then I'll just move into bot lane straight up. And so I got 2 waves in mid, I'm gonna get the waves in bot lane, this wave and next wave, and I'm still gonna get the bot tier 1 turret. So even though Yone gets a turret here, and wins on me in short term, the long term here, I get 2 waves in mid, I get 2 waves in bot. I'm gonna ping him to go mid. He should listen, but AD carries are not the smartest. Please don't go bot. Come on, man. Wake up, buddy! Look at this happening in top lane. And, okay, I think he finally woke up, but it took him like 50 seconds. So that sucks. Yeah, now we lose way more than we should have, in theory, but it's okay. I'm still happy with the decisions I made. Like, look at my CS, and I'm gonna get the turret, like I said. And if I keep my Demolish, I'm gonna use it actually. I might even get tempo for this tier 2 here. So my decision was still good, right? I get the mid waves, I get the bot waves, and I am, what's it called? Maybe getting, I got 1 turret and maybe a second one too. And I look at the CS, right? I'm 200 CS, this guy's only 140. I think we were like maybe 20 CS up, 30 CS up after lane, but now it's already gotten so fast because of the speed on the map I have, right? So Yone did end up getting 2 turrets. But they spent 3. I got 2 turrets, and I got so much more side waves. So ultimately, my decision was still better, and this is why your macro and tempo is so important. I shouldn't look for a fight because I have 2k gold. So I'll recall first, spend all my gold, and then get back on the map. The next objective that we're gonna play for is Baron and Nash, but probably Dragon and Baron rather. But probably Dragon first. I'm gonna move for this. But I can't really look to get anything in bot lane anymore. So I'm actually going to move into top. I could move mid here because there's a lot of fights going on. But I would be trying to salvage a play that has already gone wrong. My entire team is already dead. So I don't think going for this fight is good anymore. And so instead I'm going to go top lane. My team, like my Briar went in there, but it's a salvaging play. As in, my teammates have already died, so I don't want to move here. I don't know everything they have up or not. I'd rather do something for myself here and maybe get pressure or tempo onto this tier 2. So I at least trade for something. Moving mid here would be a mistake because I'm salvaging a play that has already gone wrong. They have the numbers advantage. I don't know which ultimates they still have and don't have. So it's not good for me to move mid here. I'm not going to listen to my teammates' pinks because they have no idea what they're on about. I'm just going to take this fast and try to see if I can get this tier 2 in the meantime as well. So again, we at least trade something. Okay, Cannon's here, has 2 full items. I probably can get this, but I at least got half of it. It's all good. I'm not sure if he has flash or not. If he does not, I can pretty much 100 to 0 and get the shutdown too, which would also guarantee me the tier 2 turret, but it's okay. We're level 15 now. Level 16 gives me full one-shot potential on anybody, right? We already have a passive sustaining us super hard. And if I kill this guy, I get the tier 2 turret, but I'm not sure where enemy team is going to open up. It's Dragon and Baron time, but they could still be anywhere. I want him to eat a wave, preferably. He's not using it. I one-shot him. That's amazing. Q's... Oh, wait, that was a Soraka. I just flashed his... For some reason, I thought it was a Zac E. Zac is not in this game. For some reason, I thought it was... I just flashed a Soraka Q. The reason why I flash this, though, is because I want to stay alive so badly after killing the cannon. Because, look, because I killed the cannon, right, I also get tempo to this. And this is the most amazing part about the play that I made. So, guys, I extra 700 gold right there. This guy's 2 items, so I definitely gotta be a little bit respectful of him. I have no ult, no ignite. Let's recall. So, yeah, my team is making a lot of plays happen, but I just played for all the side waves and the tier 2 turrets. This game, my team is not playing it so hot, unfortunately. But we're still in an amazing position, besides the 1 flash we did. So now we have 3 items going to our 4th. I'm not gonna finish this. I probably want Starox or this. Just a little bit of magic resist against their top side is good, though. And now I'm going to push our bot wave all the way to here, get tempo, and then move to Nash with my team. I'm going to be level 16. I need to one-shot somebody, and then we can play the fight. So you see here, I have not been salvaging any plays. I've just been setting up plays for myself. My team has made so many misplays, right? My mid lane is absolutely useless. My bot lane keeps dying. My jungler is doing alright, but he has to keep salvaging the misplays that my teammates are doing. They are overstaying here, though. Now they are overstaying. This is their mistake. If we kill them, we can instantly play for Nasher as well. Okay, this is really good. And now we can play for Nasher. I'm going to spam ping Nasher. This is Nasher. I have Strike Breaker. Okay, we get a splash. We should play for Nash. We should play for Nash. I'm almost dead. Come. That's them overstaying. One of the most common mistakes you'll see in lower MMR is people overstaying. I don't know what this guy's cooking. Absolute griefing. So, yeah, eventually they will make mistakes, right? The same way my teammates are making mistakes. Eventually, every team will make mistakes. But I have not really been making mistakes. Look at my farm, right? And look at my level. And it's all because macro and tempo. And that's the most important thing about Garen. I kept playing for the tier 2 turrets. I got that one solo kill on cannon under the turret. That was massive for the game. This guy's just gonna get ulted. Get away from me, you little slimy rat. Yeah, now we get Nash. And now the game is absolutely in our hands. And I'm gonna go split pushing again. I don't care too much about my teammates. I'm gonna ignore their pings because I know what I'm doing is correct. And I'm probably gonna push top lane right here first. Because I can get maximum resources there. And I'll buy this. And let's go. Me here. I'm level 17 soon. I don't have flash because I flashed the Zac E. Alright, between you and me. And let's keep pushing top. There we go. Ahri's pushing bot. So that means we're gonna be playing 3 lanes at once. And again, don't take camps. Don't take camps when you have Nash. Right, so this is a problem that people have. It's when you have Nash, you have 3 minutes of Nash, right? That means you have around 6 waves of Nash. But we all recalled. Briar stayed on the map. And now Briar's farming jungle camps, and I can already guess that after this jungle camps, this guy's gonna recall. So then everybody's playing the map, but now I can play aggressive because I need my team to pressure other waves too. But you see, my Briar is only taking jungle camps. But then I cannot siege, I cannot push turrets because we're taking jungle camps. So please don't take jungle camps when you have Nash. Phase Rush proc, run to see how fast I am now because it's later in the game. It's skills, right? I have 100 stacks here. Wow, that reaches. I just want to get away. I'll heal with my passive. But look, this guy's farming jungle camps! I can't pressure the map because my jungle is taking camps! Piggy. No, don't come to me. Stay mid. Do not come to me. I want to be by myself. Also, I can pressure because they can just send people to stop one side wave then. This guy is still farming camps. Is he going to recall? He's taking 1.5 minutes. Half our Baron is gone. For him to farm his... He's full clearing with our... Like, my team is dying in mid and my jungler is full clearing his buffs. Why is there a... Warmok Soraka in my lane? Anyways. Don't be like this Briar. Don't full clear whilst you have Baron. Half our Baron is gone and my teammates got destroyed because there's no jungler. Silenced, ignite. Nice. Stryberry got him. 2 people dead, 3 people dead, 2 people mid. Finally, Briar woke up. Slumber, we're getting our passive back. Look at this. I look at our healing. Boom, plus 69. So we're back to full HP. That's the Garen strategy. And, well, it ended up being a successful siege, but it was through the hands of me and nobody else because somebody was full clearing the buffs. I'll be a Baron. It's okay. We all learn. I don't think the Briar is even aware of it. That's the sad part, right? But it happens. I mean, I've probably done it before as well, so it's important that you guys are all aware of it to see how big that mistake is. Alright, this wasn't here because Soraka had a rep buff. Our Baron is gonna go away in 30 seconds. It was still a successful push. I'm gonna buy this and this. The reason I go tanky is because right now, I am in a position where I can 100 to 0 anybody, but the more defenses I have, the harder it is for them to kill me. I can one-shot anybody, they cannot kill me. You see the issue they have. Alright, now I just need to literally find anybody and I can 100 to 0 them. Hello, Amu. You're gonna get one shot. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. Goodbye, and then we're gonna go to bot. Get a combo! Yes! Alright, well, we don't have ult right now, but that's okay. We got fast time as well. We're just gonna keep pushing in the wave. Somebody's collecting top. My teammates are just, I don't know. Somehow Yon is able to get tempo with 1 person top, 2 people bot, and Amumu chilling here with me. So that's a banger. It's a banger for sure. And we're just gonna stay bot and apply pressure so that 1 or 2 people have to answer. Well, 2 people are answering. And right now my team should push mid, not to dragon. What we should do in this position in the game is push mid, push bot, while top lane also pushing. And then once we're done with sieging, we take dragon on the way out. But my teammates want to prioritize the dragon before anything. But you see, it kills our tempo because whilst 2 people are dead, we're not able to do anything because we're waiting for 30 seconds for dragon to spawn. So yeah, we have tempo, but we're not able to utilize it. But it's okay. I want to teach you guys the mistake my teammates are doing here. Because, yeah, I'm not able to play the game because they're just waiting for Dragon to Baron to spawn. I think I can catch this guy off here. He has no flash. Look at my movement speed, 505, so no escape for this guy. Oh, I thought he had no flash. Alright, he gets saved by his team. That's okay, I have my movement speed again. I have my phase rush too. And they may have taken half my HP. They may have, but let's look at my healing. Oh, 115. Oh yeah, no, that's not that's pretty balanced. It's pretty balanced, right? This guy has no Zoyas anymore. This guy's a Death Dance, which is what I have to consider. And I can flash ult him, or just no, I can't kill him. I'll try and one-shot this Nexus turret right here with Demolish. That's one turret gone. Waiting for his lantern. Thank you. That's very far gone. We can fight here though. I have to dodge his Q3. I'll one-shot the Soraka, because that's their healing. Okay, never mind. I can't. Ignite and ult that guy. Look for the Soraka, because that's their healing. Definitely the target I want to prioritize. Okay, that's one gone. That's 3. This guy's death stun, so I have to be careful. Okay, we're doing ninja movement on him. We're gonna start healing with our passive soon. Of course, that part of all the sidestep, that is harder to replicate for you guys. I understand that. And he's gonna die to the death stance bleeding too. He's already dead. And now we can end the game. Beautiful Garen game. I mean, I showed you everything in lane regarding the fundamentals, wave manipulation, general checking, all that beautiful stuff. Told you after laning phase, that's really, if we're even, you're gonna start shining. Now, of course, I make all the conscious decisions, but you see, I was never looking to salvage the plays my teammates were making. I was making my own decisions on side lane, and getting ahead through that, getting all the gold income, keep using my tempo, harvest all the resources, get super far ahead, solo carry the game. There you go, bros. We're blue side this time around. We're not in the red side anymore. And again, how do you verify this? We have the first pick selection right here. After the ban phase is over, I'm not gonna ban anything. Simply because I want to get whatever matchup so I can showcase you guys even the tricky matchups, right? But your goal as a top laner on blue side will be to get either of these picks, because you'd be able to see at least 4 of their champions before you have to select your pick, right? But that makes total sense. As a top laner, you want to try and get as latest in the draft as possible. And again, I just want to walk you guys through all my thoughts that I have heading into a game, stuff that I think about. I know I have a lot of ingrained habits, right? I can sometimes maybe think that I just know this and you guys are supposed, like, I'm not, how would I say it? No, don't pick my Garen. No, don't do this. You don't have to do this. My man. Playing Garen would be smart, right? Playing Garen is very smart. Let's talk about the draft here. So we have Nunu in the jungle, and we're playing against, presumably, Fiora, Wukong topside, double AD. I'm gonna go for bone plating, and I'm gonna go for demolish, same setup. The only CC that they really have is Morgana Q or ult, which I can outplay for sure. We're gonna go Conqueror again. The phase rush could work against Fiora because her W can slow me, but Conqueror allows me to stat check her more and fight her more. That's why I'm gonna go for Conqueror in this matchup. Conqueror Garen, in the general sense, is a little bit better than it was before, also with the buffs they have recently done to him, his W buff, but I also believe they buffed his E a little bit. That's why Conqueror Garen is just a little bit more superior. And now let's take a look at the setup so we can kind of figure out what we want to do here. So the first thing that I notice is that this Fiora is playing with Flash and TP, Conqueror Resolve. So very similar setup to what the Renekton had, right? It's a bruiser matchup. We have the Conqueror as well to try and contest him. Now looking at the junglers, we have a Nunu against a Wukong. So I would say we are kind of on equal terms in the 2v2. It's a matter of execution instead of really looking at who really hard wins. I would say it's a skill approach here in the top side 2v2, because neither Wukong or Nunu is super strong pre-6. If Nunu lands the snowball, we are stronger. If Nunu misses, the Wukong is probably better, right? So that's why I say it's a matter of execution. After level 6, so let's all of us have our level 6, then I think it is still execution, but the Wukong ult is pretty obnoxious against our champions. So we always have to be ready for that in the top side 2v2. Wukong is playing with Flash, Nunu is playing with Flash. I always just make sure to check out the summoners, and this is also, I can kind of anticipate how I want to play certain fights or certain scenarios in the game just by already scouting all the information that I can get, right? Yeah, so then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna try and get priority, as we always want to try and get priority if we can. Fiora, in theory, is a stronger champion than Garen in the level 1. However, and I keep saying this, if you get your level up timers first, or if you have more minions, if you get your level up timer first of all, you get extra ability, but you also get extra health, armor, attack speed, damage, all that stuff, right? So in terms of stats, by leveling up, you gain around 600 gold instantly in your inventory like that, plus you get an extra ability. So that is why any losing matchup, right, can become a winning matchup or a winnable trade if you get your level 2 first. And that is why I want to ingrain the mindset that playing for priority when possible is good. Don't force priority in matches where you can, right? If you lane against a Trundle, you probably shouldn't get prio, theoretically. However, if he is leashing, or if he is doing something else and you can get priority, level 2 Garen will win against the level 1 Trundle, so keep that in mind. Now, we want to look to scout the Wukong starting position in terms of pathing, so we know how to approach our first place. Remember last game when we laned against the Renekton? I knew that the Viego was pathing into top, so I wanted to do a third wave crash to avoid an early gank by the Viego, which ended up coming into top side, right? I saw the Wukong here, I see 4 people, so I'm allowed to walk in here for free, and I can get the ward down, but I want to wait a little bit. I'm not on like a timer to get the ward down, right? So I'm going to wait a little bit and then get my ward down. Hey, look at that. Look at my name. Fine time, man. Sorry. I'm sorry. Now, I can get my ward here. I can get my ward here. I think I want to put it here so I can kind of see his pathing. In the sense that if he goes from like rep buff to Raptors or something like that, I should be able to see him. Well, there we go. So this, now we are strong-sided. And this is why. You see, Nunu is starting rep buff. But Nunu could do level 3 ganks, right? It's very common. So he does like rep buff, golems, Raptors, and level 3 ganks mid or bot. Or he does rep buff, Raptors, golems, level 3 bots. But in the general sense, Nunu is going to be pathing from bot into top. And Wukong is pathing from top into bot, right? So that means we are going to be strong-sided. We are going to have our jungler around our side. I'm going to go Q-start in this matchup because she wins extended fight. She has shorter Q cooldown. She has vitals. The first vital always spawns back if you are blue side. And I'm going to hit the means here. And again, white chat, priority, right? Get my level 2 first, I'll win. Okay, she gets my bone plating. Well done by her. Good space by her. I'm going to get my Q. Get our bone plating out too. Good trade for me. I gotta instantly walk backwards after doing the Q to de-aggro. That means I hit me, and now she's a frontal vital. Now, if she hits the vital and I Q her, it's fine. So here I'm gonna Q her. I know she's gonna hit the frontal vital. Could have maybe auto-attacked back here. And now I'm gonna prioritize a melee minion chat. I don't need to kill this caster, because just this melee minion would already grant me my level 2. She gets level 2 as well. She's probably gonna have W. And so I'm gonna select my E. She used her Q. With W timing by her. I'm gonna E. And I push the wave and get this in. I get 12 Conqueror stacks. I wanted to trade me because I have 12 Conqueror. She did not walk up. I eat there though to get the wave ender. 2 melee means level 3. Level up timers. Recognize them. She used Q there. Almost got her. Wukong should be pathing into bot. We saw him with 8 CS. So he's probably done golems and rep buff. And he's looking for Raptors right now. I didn't verify it, but I see 8 CS. Nunu was 12. He's looking to gank bot lane by the looks of it. And since I know I'm playing in isolation here, Nunu's going to bot. Wukong is bot. I'm not scared of any ganks, so even though I'm playing towards her happy spot, I'm completely fine here. And all I'm focusing on, chat, is last hits. And I always say this, right? One of my most common repeated sentences. I'm gonna W here for QE2. One of my most repeated sentences is, last hitting is your foundation. If you just learn to last hit better than your opponents, you will win your lane. 9 out of 10 times. Just like that. So this laning phase right here, look at this, right? Just because I've been last hitting better, 23, and she only has 10, I am already ahead. And this is why it is just so important for any new player to just hard focus on last hitting. I'm 9 CS up. That is around 150 gold. That's half a kill that I'm up right now. Just by being better at last hitting. Jungler show bot 16 CS. That means that Wukong has gotten 4 camps. Where is he gonna go after he's dead? Bot side again, because he still has 2 camps there. There's no camps for him in top side. So I know I still don't have to be scared of Wukong. And I know that by pressing on tap, right? QE right here. Gonna press my W now for the trade. So I block most of the damage, get the damage reduction. And you want to utilize your W in this matchup basically throughout the trade, so you you get as much damage reduction throughout the entire trade as you can. Okay? So Wukong is 100% still bot side. And so I'm just gonna use my E right here to get this wave in. She's playing with TP, I don't, and this will allow me to get a reset timer. But since Wukong is still bot, what I can also opt for here is to proxy 1 extra wave. And that is because I need 100 gold to get my tier 2 boots. Oh, he is here. He's 20 CS now, so he's taken 1 camp. Not sure which camp he's done, but he still has a blue buff in bot side. I have 12 Conqueror stacks. He has a long sword. I checked that instantly when we were fighting. So normally I would have had the tempo to proxy a wave here. For some unknown reason, Wukong did end up coming into the top side. I am not sure what camp he took, because he still has a blue buff in bot side. I'd assume, unless that was that 1 camp that he took. I don't want my Nunu to come here. You're just gonna ruin the wave for me. That's alright. And now I want to slow push this wave. hard push next wave to set up my reset. If I just hard push this wave right now, this next wave would already be there, so I don't gain any tempo. But by slow pushing this wave, hard pushing next, I'll get a good tempo reset. So I'm going to utilize my E here in all the minions, and I'm not really focused about this Fiora. I just want to set up my reset here, so that I don't lose anything by recalling, because remember, Fiora is the P, and I'm playing with Ignite, so I need to set up a tempo reset for myself here. Usually this would be the wave where I get level 6 exactly, but the Nunu took a tiny bit of EXP from me, so I don't get my level 6, but in terms of CS, we are still, you know, a little bit in CS up. We get our good reset, we get this. And now let's take a look at the draft. They have a melee topside, melee jungler, range. So I think I'm gonna go Trinity Force, and then consider Stride or Phantom Dancer, we'll see. This Fiora is going to try and push this. I think this is a mistake by her, because she has no mana and low wave clear. What the Fiora should have done instead is let the wave like this, reset and TP, just like I was doing. But now by her pushing this, and because I instantly recalled with the tempo that I was talking about, I'm gonna get a freeze here. And now my job is to try and play with this Fiora, so she doesn't get a reset. And then the longer I delay her reset, Wukong is topside, the more minions she's going to lose. So I'm gonna try and find her here. And by cancelling her once, she's already going to lose this entire wave right here, right? This is all fundamentals, but now, chat, I'm going to walk up again, cancel her base again. Yes, sir. And now this Fiora is going to get infuriated, and now she's going to recall again. But, no, I'm not going to do the same old trick. Look, we come back to a perfect wave position right now. She's lost a full wave of EXP, and look where the wave is at, in my happy spot. And this is all because before I reset, I did slow push into hard push to get the tempo, which allowed me to recall, not lose anything. Fiora's response should have been base TP, but instead she tried to push. She had no mana, she has low wave clear, and now look at the wave position, right? I'm 10 CS up, she bought 2 pink wards. Who allows you to control the finances? Dodge the... Okay, so that was mechanics, right? So I Q on top of her, and then I dodge her W. That's okay, she has no W right now, even though the trade was pretty bad. Her W is out, so that allows me to get a little bit more trade patterns. I have more sustain than her, and I'm about to hit level 7 because she lost a full wave of EXP, guys. So now, with my level up timer here at level 7 and having Ignite, I definitely want to start looking for skirmishes right now. I'm very confident I can win the fights. She's looking for the Vital, so I'm gonna W... Oh, I got my W and Bone Plating proc there. But we are ahead in CS, all because of wave manipulation and reset timers, right? So, that's good. She just hit the level 7, I want to try and trade a little bit with my E, get her Bone Plating out too. There is a plant in the river right now because it spawns at minute 6. So that's one thing to always keep in mind. Because she has priority in the lane, right? I want to not trade too much because she could be the one that walks to the plant first and then I'm a little bit screwed. So I want to start pushing the wave now too and trade with her because then I can get access to the plant first. So now I'm fine trading. Oh, this could be a little bit bad. As long as I don't die here, the trade is good. Because if I just push out this wave right now, I'm going to get access to the plant first. And again, all I'm doing is the same concepts, right? Level up timers, reset timers, wave manipulation, plant spawn timers, jungle tracking, all these fundamentals. Memorize them, study them, learn them. This is what makes you consistent because now look, when coming back into lane, Fiora's gonna be half HP, no TP, and look, I'm back to full HP because of the plant. And that's all wave manipulation. And now I can look for kill pressure. 14 CS up, please queue into me, little piggy. And you want to back off? That's okay. Then I'm going to slow push into hard push to gain that tempo again. And then I can look for the plate. Or I can look to set up my reset. Or I can look to invade the Wukong. I have all the options in the world. I'm going to get my level 8 faster because she lost a full wave of EXP. Actually, this wave is pushing into me. Maybe even better. Because by allowing this wave to push into me, guess what, chat? Fiora is forced to walk up for last hits. If you're in Fiora's shoes right now, would you want to walk up for last hits? Nope. Would you want to recall? No, because she's going to lose a full cannon wave. She's going to annoy her. There you go. I'm going to take a pink ward to make her even more mad. Assert dominance. And now... if the Fiora recalls, I can just recall too. Because, I mean, I'm going to make her actually lose this cannon wave. Most of it. Like, I want the cannon minion to die. And then I'm going to hard push next wave and get a plate to maximize my recall on this, my gold on this recall. So I made her lose the cannon and 2 extra melees. And she's recalling, right? So I could have recalled there on 1200 gold. But what I could do instead here is hard push the next wave and the last wave. And then get 2 plates here because she is recalling without TP. I get tempo. And now I maximize the reset on the gold on my reset, right? And that's what I was talking about. And I'm allowed to do this because of my insane wave there. I have no W, so I gotta be a bit careful here. I'm just gonna E to stack the Conqueror. Okay, we're out. Q to deny the slow of the rep buff. And now we need to reset pretty fast. Fiora does actually have wave clear because of the Tiamat. The Wukong kind of stopped me. She's gonna hard push this wave. I'm gonna recall anyways and just run back to lane really fast. I bought double longsword. I should have bought a... I tried to buy a dagger. I don't know why I clicked this twice. I tried to buy a dagger. It's okay though, we use the longsword for the Phantom Dance later, but yeah, that sucks. I didn't need double longsword, I wanted a dagger. Fiora should look for a plate right here at least. But here, even though we have not killed the Fiora, just by wave manipulation and reset timers and having the extra wave clear right, we are still ahead. Now, of course, this is going to require practice, but the more you internalize these concepts and start applying them to your gameplay, you will see how much advantage you can get from early wave crashes and just understanding reset timers, and you're just gonna get in a way more consistent position. Alright, we're just gonna hard push this wave because I have no idea what Fiora's at. 5th point in my E now, and I'm gonna just keep looking for plates. We are ahead in plates, we're ahead in CS. Even though we don't have a kill, we are snowballing this matchup, chat. I gotta stop saying chat. My dearest YouTube homies. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I see that she has 1 pink ward left. She went Vamp, Scepter, and Tiamat. So she's going for the Ravenous Hydra, which makes sense. And Wukong is here. I'm gonna move here. The wave is pushing back into me, so I'm not forced to walk up for last hits. That means this fight here in general is good for me because I'm not losing out on anything going for this fight. But she hard pushed the wave, which is the correct response by the Fiora. Now I just want to take this, get 20 gold. I'm gonna leave because I need to collect this wave. Although we could also go for the fight. I'm still level 9. Just trying to aggro them onto me. Oh, well, that sucks. We do lose the wave. I mean, they have 5 grubs. At least they don't have 6. That's okay. We're level 9 to level 8. I have Ignite advantage too, so I am more than happy to fight this piggy. Look at that damage. She's gonna use the W on that, most likely. She used Flash. Wow, that was a good W by her, actually. Damn. Well played. Alright, we got our flash, so we're gonna time that. Always have your chat timers on. And now I know that around 16:10 is her top. Is her flash. Okay, the bot lane is absolutely snowball. So, oh, she has no W yet. Okay, it's not enough, but it's gonna force her back. And just not getting the kills, alright? Because even though I don't kill her here, I try to all-in her on my timer in the wave. She's gonna lose a full cannon wave and multiple plates, but there's a Wukong homie, so we're gonna kite away from that guy. He's not that strong, though. So I can bait him here. I don't think he kills me. He just has a Phage and a longsword. Just baiting here. Wukong has been top a lot, but it hasn't really mattered too much. Right? I have my W coming up. Level 10 coming up. I'm baiting here a little bit. He's silenced. Alright, means did the job. Thank you, minions. Salute to you guys. And we finally get our first kill. Okay, I don't think we can do anything more here, although I am sustaining. I need 1.8k gold for my item. Sucks because I bought the one longsword wrong, right? Auto QE, kite away. She missed her Q. Oh, never mind. Okay. The bowling pin actually hit. And even though I would want to play for this, the thing is, what I'm considering here is I want to stay for this and then recall on it at once, simply because I can with my passive, right? I'm gonna do the same thing. Auto QE and kite away like this. And there's just no counterplay to that. And if she kept chasing, I have my W, I have flash too, and now we just got her health out. Passive is coming back, and look at this. From 7 to 24. And that's the beautiful part about Garen. The more... Like, I didn't even do... You know, I was like 1 HP after fighting the Wukong, but now I'm almost back to full HP. One thing I can consider your chat is to... Chat again. One more... Every time I say chat, I'm gonna put a coin in the jar. I'm grieving. I'm sorry. I'm gonna sell my D-Shield here, and that speeds up my gameplay because it allows me to get my... what's it called? It allows me to get my Trinity Force, and then if Fiora doesn't hard push this too fast, I can try to get the turret, but ultimately I'm still gonna get this turret regardless. I'm gonna move back to top lane here, not to Dragon, because I can get for this full turret. All these camps are spawning. I want to play for this. Fiora has no flash. I want to deny her from getting my plates as well, right? Because she could look for plates here. She should have looked for at least 1 plate because I had to recall. But it's okay. Now I want to look for the full turret. That's my first job. And I finally have my first item, so I can really look to snowball and just take all the jungle camps. This is where Garen really spikes. Again, I buy Sweeper here too, because I have my first item. Fiora moves to mid. I am not going to follow. There's nothing I gain from following. I'm going to look for my own resources. If she stays mid for too long, I can maybe even consider getting the tier 2 turret. Well, my bot is absolutely smurfing, so that makes the game easier to approach as well. And very nice. We just keep pushing. I'm going to save my Demolish so I can use it for the tier 2 turret. And like I said, I'm not going to move with this Fiora. There's nothing I could potentially gain from moving mid here. Maybe 1 kill, which is 300 gold. But just that turret there is already 300 gold, right? And now also getting tempo into this tier 2 turret, that gives me 700 extra gold. My bad. So I'm gonna try and get as much damage in as I can. Next wave I can get it. And Fiora got nothing from it. Also because my team is playing amazing. The jungle camps were here too. And even though I've never killed this Fiora, I am around 2k gold up. In plates, in turrets, in jungle camps, all that stuff, right? So even, you don't need to kill your opponents to get ahead. And this is a prime example. I never really looked for kill pressure. I just played with my waves, I played with my reset timers, and this is to show you guys that you don't need to, you know, stomp and solo kill your opponents to get leads. It's all about those core concepts in the game that are the most important. W here for the turret shot, damage reduction. I would like a kill, I don't mind getting kills. She has no flash, I know that. Remember the timer, 1610. Okay, Wukong could look for me. There's a sweeper, I saw her move towards a ward here. She's silent, she's got a W here in a second. I'm gonna move sideways, finally get the kill. I'll look for my kill pressure now. He might still have W, I have 12 Conqueror stacks. I'm gonna chain my Q with the ult so I can W. I'm waiting the exhaust out, but no. I think he also crit me there, so I died pretty fast. But it's okay. Here we finally look for kills. Down playing for my natural resources. I know the Fiora had no flash, so I could Q flash her with the ignite and get the kill. I'm gonna go for Phantom Dancer next, also because we have the longsword already. And after Phantom Dancer, I would probably go Deadman's Plate because they have 80, 80, 80. And then these two AP champions are pretty far behind, so I don't really have to get anything for him. He did use Exhaust, so now, where should I open up onto the map? When you're dead, you should be thinking about where do I open up next? Well, there's a Herald here. Miss Fortune is pushed out bot all the way. My team is pushing mid. Obviously, we still go top. Even though you could be arguing, like, can't you get... Where else should I... The thing I question myself is, where can I get most resources on the map? And I would say it's the Herald and or the tier 2 turret here, right? So that is why I go top lane here. Okay, now Fiora might get rewarded, but she instantly ran into a Aurelian Soul ult. Oh, that's so unlucky, it flashed away. My team is absolutely smurfing. Well, sometimes you are going to get the better team. Doesn't change the fact that we should still be playing consistent, and I'm gonna make the correct decision to just stay top lane here. Keep the discipline. Well done, team. Last game, our team wasn't really performing. We won the game by ourselves. This game, our team is playing well. Doesn't change any of our decisions, though. Just makes the game easier, right? Okay. And we can get the tier 2 turret. So, put yourself in my shoes right now. What would you go do next after I've gotten this 2 turret? Where would you play for? Well, I actually do need to get the tier 2 turret. I'm gonna... I don't have W. I'm just dead, I think. Happens. Well, yeah, I should have said my W for the Morgana Q or dodge it. Either or. But okay. Even though I only have 3 kills, this Miss Fortune has 2.5 items, right? With 9 kills and all our first strike tokens. I am not that far away from this gold from this Miss Fortune. Even though I only have 3 kills. Because of my farm. Because of the turrets I'm getting. But, put yourself in my shoes. Where do we open up? Very simple. We're gonna go to bot lane. Why? Tier 2. That's simple. And there's a jungle camp on the way, and there's a sideways coming into us, right? Our team is top. So I'm already gonna ping that I am gonna go here. And this just kind of mentally maybe also... I was gonna say, doesn't motivate my team to go bot, but I want to be bot, so I'm gonna ping go bot, me bot. Oh. I need to turn on the chat. Where is it? Oh, he's gonna let me bot. What a homie. Okay, nice. I'm gonna skip this golem camp, because by doing the golem camp here, I would lose my tempo on the map. It takes time to take this, right? But my team is placing Herald mid, and they are pressuring mid, and Wukong is dead. So I have a lot of pressure on the map right now, and I want to utilize that pressure to gain tempo on this tier 2 turret. If I was doing golems, I would lose that tempo by my team pressuring the map. Does that make sense? That's how you want to utilize tempo. There's 4 people mid, and one of them is dead as well. So my best play is to skip golems, skip this camp, and instantly look to pressure the tier 2 turret. And if this is gone, then I can look for the jungle camp. So take the objective first. Stack speed. I think I can take this. W for the Sheen. You don't want to mess with me this time. Alright, get this in. Now we can look for the jungle camps, right? My Nunu wants it though. Next neutral is going to be Nashor. And oh, Nunu isn't taking this. So then I will take it. With every Soma being. Jungle camps are always the easiest way to expand your lead. Ziggs might walk up here. I can one-shot him. Fiora's taking this third, which sucks a little bit. But I think it's better for me to stick around bot for an extra wave. Okay. Enemy team might want to contest this dragon. Oh, we already got the dragon. Never mind. There's nothing to contest. I'm gonna recall. and open up into top side because the next neutral objective is going to be Baron. The bot side is already completely pushed in, and that's why I don't have to go bot lane anymore. And we're gonna open up top here. Fiora probably has this, but it's okay. And you see here, all I've been doing this game is play macro, use fundamentals in lane, like reset timers, jungle checking, level up timers, all that stuff, blind in the river, all these core mechanics, right, that I always yap about. But you see, it just makes it super consistent. Nope. Almost level 14, 10 CS per minute. Fiora isn't fast enough. Oh, we gotta watch that one. She's silent, she's got a Q over the wall, so I'm already gonna path with her. If I had Nimbus, this is of course where I would ignite, but I have tier 2 boots. Bomba! We finally get our kills. Gonna get some more, gonna ignite that guy, get another kill. And eventually, chat, eventually you will get your kills. I wasn't playing for kills in the laning phase though. Garen isn't also the best champion to get kills in with kills within lane. Now, I believe my team can take the Nashor without me, and because that is the case, I can push out top lane here. If that wasn't the case, if they were not able to take it without me, I would of course move here, right? It's an easy Baron out of the 3, and also we have a Nunu that can perma Q, has smite, so I'm not scared of them stealing it. So I can take extra resources on the map whilst my team is doing Baron, because it's already a guaranteed neutral objective. Alright, recall, we get our item. Now we have this movement speed item, next item would be Force of Nature. Another thing that's important to highlight is Garen has no mobility, right? No dashes, nothing like that. What does he have? Well, movement speed. That's the only form of mobility you can buy on Garen. So yeah, now we have a lot of damage in these two items, and we just build full tank, full movement speed. I'm hard to catch. I can stick to people very easily. As long as I don't auto attack, I maintain the movement speed, right? I'll show you, it's 100 stacks right now if I auto attack. Look, it goes from 485 to 456. But it stacks up again, and as long as I don't auto attack, I'll keep it. So this Fiora basically cannot run away from me if I don't auto attack her. So now, I'm not going to use my Q, I'm just going to use E only to keep the movement speed, use W, and then once I've kill pressure, I think she went here. That's how you utilize it. That's how you utilize it, baby. Alright, we died mid, that's okay though, I'm gonna keep pushing bot. I don't want to group up with my team because I can pressure the side lane with how strong I am. I have demolished, right? I'm about to hit level 16, this guy flashed. And yeah, we're just expanding our lead. One of the biggest benefits about Garen, and I haven't mentioned this yet, but this is an important mindset that you should ingrain, is that if you go even with your opponent in lane, you have done your job. Because there is almost no champion in the game, besides like Yorick and Riven, that can farm jungle camps and sideways as fast as Garen can. So you see here, we were we were way closer in CS with the Fiora after laning phase, right? But now I'm like 100 CS up, and that is because I one-shot jungle camps, I one-shot sideways, whilst Fiora doesn't, even though she has Hydra, right? So that's a very important mindset to kind of ingrain to yourself as well. If you go even out of lane or even slightly behind, let's say you play against a counter matchup like a Mordekaiser or something, right? Or a very annoying tank, and you go even in lane. Once you go out of lane, the Mordekaiser is not going to be able to farm jungle camps or sideways as fast as a Garen can, also not sustain the same way. So there you see one of the biggest benefits about Garen. So yeah, you can just farm 12 CS per minute after laning phase. Fiora went mid, so this is just free. I'm going to keep pressuring the side lane. Rumble's back on the map as well. Nunu's making a very big mistake, which is farming jungle camps while we have Nashor, so he shouldn't. You should come here, because we only have Nashor for 3 minutes. This expires at minute 3, the Baron buff is expired, but if somebody's taking jungle camps, you're utilized, like I explained earlier, you waste your tempo on taking jungle camps instead of playing the map, right? Don't waste tempo on camps where you can do other productive stuff. Waiting for the thing to go, then I press W, so the CC is shorter, and then I've CC'd for 50 years anyways. And now, you're mine, Biggie. Unlucky. Still 100 stacks here. The Q went to Narnios. I'm just gonna walk mid. I think my team can get this without me, so now I'm already gonna go top. Although, I'll just take that one quickly with me. And now I'm gonna go top. And get this too. My team will push here. And we get all 3 inhibs. Beautiful. And get this too. And now we're gonna get this turret, whilst my team is getting this. We get absolutely everything. And yeah, we control the entire game. Dragon is up at 15. We have Demolish here. With the fast attack speed. I use my W to damage reduct. Wait, you're just melee range with me. I wouldn't advise that. Okay, dokie. Wait, we didn't take mid and up, so I'll be the one to do that. Use my W because I thought she was gonna fight me. And yeah, you see, I didn't have kills in like the first, what, 12 minutes or something? I can't remember exactly. But yeah, now we have 8 of them. I have more gold than this Misfortune with 11 kills, first strike, and 7 assists because of all my farm and sideways that I've been farm and turrets that I've been collecting, right? So yeah, I have my 4th item already in base and part of my last item. And all I'm doing is skirting around the map. Right, get my item. This item is pretty good to consider as well because it's anti-heal and it anti-heals against Wukong and Fiora, although Wukong doesn't have Divine Thunder anymore. In the past, Wukong was actually a champion that healed because of Divine, but I'm actually going to buy this, a little bit more aggression. I don't think I need to complete the Magic Resist item because this guy is so weak and this, I mean, they have 2 items each, but they're simply not strong enough to really make a difference onto me. So I'm going to go this. Another item I could have considered is Sterox, for tenacity and for tankiness. But I like this, more damage, why not? 40% crit as well, which is pretty massive, right? These 2 items give me 40% crit in total. So, yeah, a lot of flexibility with the builds, but I like this a lot. I think this is very stable. And now, all I need to do is just one-shot 1 piggy, and we end the game. That's it. Okay. I mean, let's forget about this rep off. My team is sieging, so I want to be with them. Look at this Nunu farm in jungle camps. Again, completely wasting tempo, but I was almost, what's it called? Being a piggy too by farming this jungle camp, whilst we should be ending. Don't farm jungle camps when there's another, you know, something else going on, basically. Don't be a piggy. 20 minutes. Alright, chat. Second game right there. One shot that piggy, and now I end. GG. I want to avoid the risk of them picking away my Garen, so I want to try and pick as early as possible. But in a general sense, on blue side, you want to be in these last two... Okay, so usually I can't get to last pick. People don't want to swap, and now I can't seem to pick earlier. Maybe you? Okay, thank you very much. We get the Garen, they show Hacker and Jenna. 2 champions that don't really scare me in any way, shape, or form, right? The biggest counter to Garen as a champion is knockups, because that can really CC him. Jenna, I mean, it's annoying, but it's not really a threat to me. Okay, Draven, Vladimir. Their last pick banned Aatrox, so I'm assuming their last pick is a top laner. Aatrox ban could mean tank players, could mean Shen players, Sion players, something like this. Or maybe somebody that just has a passion or passionate hate for Aatrox, let's see. I like the Katarina pick, because they basically 0 hard CC in their draft, right? Only Hacker and ult is really their CC, and it's Akali. Okay, very interesting. I could go for Phase Rush. I could go for Conqueror. Phase Rush gives me more movement speed. That gives me more movement speed, honestly. And the slow resistance, right? And Conqueror gives me more fighting power. So this game, I think I value Conqueror more so that I can skirmish in the early game. I'm considering going Celerity and Nimbus here instead of Demolish Second Wind, but I think Demolish Second Wind is just more consistent. So we're gonna stick with this, and we're gonna head into the game. Let's see what we are up against in terms of summoners. Probably Ignite TP. Yeah, lovely. So we're playing with Garen Vi against Hecarim Akali. Now, Akali is pretty weak before level 6. I would say she's one of the weakest laners level 1 to level 3. So we can really use of that. Garen is weak, but this is a matchup where I can easily look for priority. Vi is considerably stronger than Hecarim in the early game as well. So I'm pretty fine with the 2v2 here. After level 6, I think it becomes more skill matchup. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I see that their support is playing with Exhaust. Neither of their topside have Flash. So here it is interesting to already scout that none of their champions in the topside have Flash, right? So for any play that's going to happen, I can already consciously kind of... Why am I moving my hands like that? But it makes sense, right? I know that they don't have Flash, so I just have that information hand into the game that I know if a skirmish were to appear, I never have to worry about Flash or somebody flashing on top of me, at least out of these 2 champions. Vladimir playing with Phase Rush and Ghost. Again, we're going to be playing against 2 AP side laners here, so we have that mentality also going into the game. And that's pretty much it. I go D-shoot 100% of the games. You never consider deep late. It's D-shoot 100% of the games. And since they are super weak in the early game, it should be very free for me to get a ward down in the early game. Either here or here. Both work. Even Raptor ward works. But... yeah, I'm just gonna scout to get my ward down at like minute 1. So again, I know where both jungles are pathing. Then I know how to play up my waves. Fundamentals, remember them, guys. Super, super important. Okay, there's the Vladimir. The ring doesn't really matter for me, though. He's starting to kind of like hold this area. We won't hold it permanently. I'm just gonna scout, see when I can get access, and then I'll get my ward down. Vi placed a ward here. Depending on where the Vi goes, is where she can path towards. Okay, I start lane because it's good for me, bro. I just... well, never. You can see it. It's all good. Okay, if the Vladimir holds this, what I can also do, since the Akali is a weak level 1 champion, is phase check here. And the way I would do that is path like this, around the vision pocket, right? You see, she can't see me, I can't see the bush either. I'm gonna ping that I'm gonna go here, just so the Vi knows I don't want to leash. I never leash, I don't think you should ever leash. Okay, and here I'll just ward the red buff because I have enough time. The wave's still pretty far away. Beautiful. Now I know where the Hecarim is pathing towards. I know Vi is pathing to bot, so in that regard, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm weak-sided, but I know my jungler is not going to be top-sided in the first 4 waves. Now, it looks like Hecarim isn't starting on Rev, but he could be starting on Raptors. And I can go Q-start or E-start into Akali, depending on what she wants to do. And, I mean, I'm gonna try and trade with her level... Oh, okay, she's Q-start. She used both. No energy. Can't hit her. Gonna try and zone her from the XP here, though. Good. Means our aggro onto me, so I have to kite back. Alright, I still find this trade okay. I have more sustain. She's playing D-shoot, though. I want to auto-Q her if I can, but also she has the priority, so she's gonna hit the level 2 first. Yeah. I haven't really hit the minion wave at all. And I Q a minion. Okay, this is pretty bad. And even though this is a good matchup for me, you see here by giving her priority, what I can also run into, right? She warded here. This caster is gonna die, give me level 2. And now I get a good trade. Beautiful. So even though she got priority, even though this matchup is pretty good for me, she got priority, so I got a little bit flustered here. I'm gonna QE Ignite here, almost have kill window. She's playing pretty aggressive. 2 means for her for level 3. So I actually have to respect here. She's gonna hit her level 3 here. And this is why priority is so important. So I looked for too many trades. I lost priority because of that. And now the Akali is actually in a good position. Simply because she has priority, right? So I misplayed this pretty hard. But it's okay. We're not in any trouble. She has only 6 CS. I have 6 CS. So in that regard, we're still fine. I'm gonna try and bait out her Q, bait out her energy. She's not using it though. There she goes. Good timing by her. 1 million for me for level 3. So I'm going to QE her, get my level 3, select W, use it for the damage reduction and thin out the wave so she can't have an easy time crashing it. She used EWQ, and she is dead. I'm going to flash her just in case. And Hecarim, we saw him with 16 CS, but I'm not sure where we saw him. I have to play at the bouncer and get this reset, but Akali has Ignite TP, so she should be TPing back. There she is. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared of the Hecarim here. I'm going to be honest. I have no summoners. I need 1.1k gold for my reset. So my main job here is to just try and get the reset in. There's a W. I'm going to wait for the auto attack and then W it. Like this. Getting the wave in, but she has Ignite. Oh, she landed it. I might be dead. Yeah, I'm dead. That's just greedy by me. Okay. Now, what Akali should do in her position is not push this wave. She should freeze it, as she's doing, which is smart. This is not smart. What she should do is the wave is currently pushing towards her, right? So what Akali should do here is actually recall. Whilst the wave is pushing towards her, she gets the recall, and this wave is pushing to her. Now, she's made this wave neutral, and now she recalls, but that doesn't make sense, because now I lose nothing, and she doesn't come back to a favorable wave state. So here, I would just say I'm lucky, but here you can also really see that even though the Akali outplayed me, she landed her E, and she got priority in the early game, she made a mistake here. And now, it was awkward for me because even though I had killed the Akali, remember earlier, I could argue that I should have maybe recalled too, but it was still really hard because I had 1k on the reset, not but 1k. So, and I had to push the wave all the way back into her, right? If I had dodged her E, I would have lived. I got hit by the E, so I died. So I tried to outplay it mechanically, but yeah, she spaced it better, and I died. But it's also because I killed my opponent here while she had TP, and then, yeah, that kind of puts me in trouble, right? And the only reason I was there is because I lost priority in the early game. So, I hope everything made sense what happened, right? I made quite some mistakes, but one thing that is still in our advantage is my CSing. And again, guys, hard focus on learning to CS. Now, she just hit level 5 pretty close to when I did. So, we're about equal in EXP. She is silenced, so she can't use her abilities. Never mind. Have her HP gone. Her E should come out. Okay. I'm gonna slow push this a little bit. Actually, no. Let's crash this. By crashing it, the wave will bounce back. Hecarim is bot side, 32 CS. So I saw him 28 mid. He recalled his bot side right now. So he has one more camp to do in bot lane. Unless he's gonna do Dragon, which he could do as well. 1 million for me to get my level 6. And I will hit my Ignite back faster than the Akali, right? Because Akali used her Ignite like 40 seconds later than mine. So 1 million here and Ignite coming back. Get that ward down. Get the XP from it too. Okay, I'll hit my level 6. Akali has 1 potion left. Look at the timer in the game, guys. Oh, it's almost 6 minutes, so plant in the river, right? So we can keep that in our mind too. She is silent, so she can't use anything. I use my W, not the best timing, but it's okay. The trade is good. Now hard push next wave. I don't think Hecarim is on Dragon, so that means Hecarim is pathing to top. So I gotta be a little bit careful here. But if I trade right here, I can always get to the river, right? So there, I trade. I know I lost quite a lot of HP, but it doesn't matter because who gets access to the river first? Me. You see, it's all still jungle tracking, wave manipulation, reset timers. Can I get a kill? But I play my waves into kills, right? So I don't think I have bad kill pressure there. Okay, Vice on Dragon. That means Hecarim is either here, here, or here. Right? He could also be there. Akali is below half HP though, so she's probably pretty scared of me. And okay, I see the Hecarim 40 CS now, so he's done 2 more camps. The more health I trade with Akali, the better for me, because I'm already super healthy compared to her, right? Now, I want to look for a plate here, probably, because she can't really kill me. Especially if I dodge 1 Q. Okay, I didn't dodge it. Q her, though. Beautiful. She's gonna hit level 7 very soon. This is a cannon wave. And I can push it and recall, but since the Hecarim is still bot, what I'm also considering is just pushing this wave, playing for plates and proxying to get a better recall all over the Akali, right? Oh, I missed every last hit. That's ugly. Okay, dodge 1 Q. I want to dodge 1 more. Okay, couldn't dodge that one. She's level 7. But I need to dodge this one. Okay. I get 1 plate. She lost the cannon as well, so now I'm feeling better about myself. We get a plate. Yeah, I lost most of the minions. Let's see if she recalls or not. I don't think she actually will. She's gonna ward again. Ready for it. She might think I've recalled because I'm not instantly showing, but I'm not gonna make her wait any longer. I'm just gonna push this wave and get my reset in. And now Akali still has to collect, so I always still have tempo over her. I'm gonna go Trinity Force as I explained because it's mainly melee champions, right? And she's still collecting the wave, and by the time that she's done collecting, I've already recalled. I'm already running back into lane. The reason I prioritize Phage here as well, and this is important to know, is if you guys didn't know, your passive heals you based on your percentage max health. So the more health you have, the more you heal, and that's why we buy Phage, because there's extra health in there. Okay, Akali hard pushes this, but this is alright. That is because I'm back in time, I lose nothing, right? I could freeze this, but in these scenarios, guys, I'm actually not going to freeze, and that is because I can deny the Akali more by pushing, or I can get more resources by pushing, by plates and stuff like this, than I would deny the Akali by freezing. So it's better for me to push here. Because I can play for plate. Unless she has TP, but I don't think so yet. I don't think she has it yet. And that's going to mean that I get 2 plates here. And again, that is more gold that I gain for myself that I would deny the Akali by freezing. So in those scenarios, you're not going to freeze, you want to push. And even though we just traded kills, I'm ahead in CS. I have 2 plates now. I'm going to get my 3rd, as I was talking about. And as you guys can see, I'm just constantly thinking ahead. I'm not looking at the moment itself. I'm constantly thinking ahead. You want to learn all that? Keep watching, bros. Keep watching. Alright. Kali comes back. Check her items. Alright. I mean, she's not that strong. I think I'm still just stronger. Looking for equal health trades always. Use my W for the damage reduction. Vice starting this. Hecarim is bot side. 50 CS. Still hasn't recalled since, right? So I'm keeping track of that too. Alright. I'm just gonna help my Vi doing this. If you last hit the grub, you get 20 gold. So don't tell your junglers this, but try to steal it from them because you get 20 extra gold. Okay, couldn't last hit that one, unfortunately. But we still get the XP. She's gonna smite that. Alright, let's go back to top. We lose nothing. And we're just slowly gaining our lead in CS and plates. And that's what you do as Garen, right? Now remember, I told you guys this mentality. You shouldn't look to only play for kills in lane. If you get ahead through CS and plates, right, you are going to outskill your opponents after side lane too. Okay, the flash was crutch. She's dead now though. She has nothing. Holy moly, it was close still. That was way closer than I anticipated, I'm gonna be honest. I think she still had her Conqueror or something. She has TP, so I'm gonna recall. Well, I was talking about that you don't need to kill your opponents in order to get ahead. But if you get a kill, it's even better. Remember, after laning phase, I'm going to be farming... Ooh, I think I actually want this. I'm going to be farming jungle camps, plates... well, not plates, jungle camps... side waves and turrets way faster than her, right? So if I get ahead in lane, it's going to even amplify that. Because Akali can never match my speed. Akali's a champion that likes to teamfight, that likes to skirmish, but she's not a champion that likes to farm jungle camps or farm side waves that much. Garen is infinitely faster. Now, we only need 350 gold for our next item. So in these scenarios, guys, I have no ult, I have no flash, I have no ignite. I'm just gonna get my gold. This next wave is a normal wave. So that's 100 gold. There's about 100 gold here as well. I'm not going to look to kill the Akali. I'm going to look to just push in this wave and get my reset in. Because then I have my Trinity Force, and I am way stronger on a completed item than just playing on components. That counts for every champion. Okay, I lost a lot of HP here, by the way. I gotta be a little bit more careful. Okay. I have to... No, we're fine. Okay. One more wave and I have my item, realistically. I could sell and recall and sell my D-Blade, but I'm not gonna do that. Hecarim is a full item, he's bot lane. Looks like my team is fine though. Senna, Nautilus abusers. Gonna try and dodge the Akali Q a few times here. Okay, very nice dodge. One thing I actually haven't talked about is Garen removes slowing effects when he presses Q. So if Akali Qs me and slows me and I press my Q, I actually remove her slow. That counts for every slow. So Jenna W, anything that slows me, if I press Q, I remove the slow. So look, when she Qs me and I Q, you see, it takes away the slow. So keep that in mind. I didn't know this for the longest time actually. So yeah. That's something that's important to know. Now, all I need to do is hard push this wave and get my reset in. I'm going to be level 11, I'm going to have Trinity Force, and I just want to get this in as fast as possible. I don't want to die, I just want to get this wave in, and boom, run away, get my item. Because now I have about 1.5 minutes left to try and get these two remainder plates. If I have level 11 and I have Trinity Force, then I'll be able to do that. So here, I just look for tempo to get the reset in. I'm not looking to kill her, she's a little bit stronger, but now I have a full completed item. I'm going to be way stronger than her. I got a pink ward too. Sip of water. Ignite's coming back up, almost level 11. I am infinitely stronger than her now. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good. Okay, Bolton is surfing it. Good to see. Alright, so I have about a minute left now. This next wave, I want to try and look for the plates. Okay, beautiful. She's recalling. I don't think she has TP, so I can guarantee already get one plate. Guarantee get it. Sorry. Alright, let's keep going. And get this. And now we're gonna get the full turret. Yeah. And that's why we reset with tempo for the Trinity Force, right? And yeah, now we get the full turret. So the full reset was very disciplined. And now this full turret. I got 125 gold from the plate and 600 gold extra. 800 gold for one tempo reset. Quite chat. And look at my damage now, because I have Trinity Force. Ooh. That's pretty scary, huh? Well, that's what happens when you get Trinity Force. I can maybe even get this as well now. Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna auto QE. Oh, he heals a lot. Not enough though. Auto QE, Justice him. Yeah, Akali's gonna have level... Or he's gonna have ult with Ignite, so I'm gonna dip now, because I don't want to die to her, she has everything. I can look for Scuttle, my Vi is here, but she's gonna come into topside, so I shouldn't take her topside camp, she'll probably send a hitman at me. And next item is probably Phantom Dancer. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Okay, Vi is actually invading enemy bot side camps, so that's gonna allow me to take Vi's topside camps. Kali should... Oh, is she freezing? I hope not. It looks like she might be, though. Is she freezing this? I'm just taking this wave in this jungle camp in the meantime. You can press W2 for some damage resistance. No, it's coming back. Okay, I'm just taking camps in the meantime whilst it's coming back into me. I could have reset as well. Maybe reset was a better option, because I just would have had all my gold spent. In fact, I can still reset. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go. I think I can actually fight her. She's gonna hit level 11 here, I assume, with Ignite, but look at the items. She's still not on the full item, so I'm not too scared of her. Oh. Okay. Katarina just comes out with the quadra kill. That's what happens when you get Trinity Force, guys. Remember when she was beating me earlier? Me neither. I got my tempo reset. 400 with the Sheen Trinity Force there. Garonchka! That is it! Garonchka Gaming, guys. Garonchka Gaming. GG! Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as a reminder, leave in the comments down below what champion you would like to see next. I hope you guys like this series idea, because I really like it. It is going to be YouTube exclusive. I'm not doing these games on stream. It's really directed to YouTube. I want to help you all improve in your specific champion, in your specific role. And I wish you all an amazing remainder of your day. I hope you learned something new. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.